You think I'm just a pretty face? You'll pay up now. And just for trying it on, you can pay me double.
Hi everyone, I finally finished Baldur's Gate 3. All I wanna say to myself is to touch some grass or go sleep a while. I know this doesn't always mean as a compliment when it comes to games, but when it's a good single or co-op experience which you can even play offline, no battle pass, no microtransaction bullshit, no in-game shops, no pre-announced DLC, none of that quantity over quality shit. Rather we got quantity with quality, and feels like it's made with love and care rather than how to make more money model, which is used by many games. So all of it proves this game is an exceptional game. It is in a way this year's Elden Ring type of game. You know, a game that came out that many loved and made them remember what gaming is supposed to be. Things like getting the full game for the price we paid. Also have some other game devs standing jealous. These days I think these are a good sign. A sign of a game that is made with love and with the intention of having fun. Like last year it was Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3 is my game of the year for this year. I know there are many other games that will also come out. Starfield is one of the biggest that can challenge my choice. But even if Starfield is a 10 out of 10 for me, I still think I may end up preferring Baldur's Gate 3 over Starfield. Because I like fantasy, like dark fantasy, that settings rather than a sci-fi space settings. That's it, it's a simple reason. Again, let's see, maybe I will eat my words, but that is still good for me as a gamer. So now let's focus on the game in detail. So before that I have to say, you could say I'm a D&D noob. I haven't played or seen it. The only thing I have exposure to D&D is through Vox Machina, the animated show. A great show. Also, I've never played any turn-based games. I usually skip a game when I see it's a turn-based game. Persona, Final Fantasy, all of them I skip just because they're turn-based. So like these games, I had no plans of playing Baldur's Gate. But with each videos I watched and the features and the possibilities I saw, my interest got that high and finally gave it a shot. And as you can guess, it was super worth it. I got to enjoy 100+ hours of great unforgettable gaming experience. The turn-based combat was not only enjoyable, also had complexity to them, even on lower difficulties. So if I compare it to like a game like Witcher 3, one of my favorites, this is Witcher 3 with even more freedom of choices and consequence. You can also create your own character, and even though turn-based, this definitely has better combat than Witcher 3. I'm not taking anything away from Witcher 3, that's already a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm just happy we are progressing or reaching the next level of gaming with games like Baldur's Gate 3. The turn-based combat, it took a while to get used to and understand, but that was obvious from my lack of experience with D&D and turn-based combat. I think I only understand the importance of actions like jump, dash, shout only in Act 3. Before that I was mainly just focusing on dealing damage in each turn, and I definitely suffered for it. Also, you can do some wacky shit in combat. I haven't tried many, but I do plan to do it in future playthroughs. So with all this, I'm super stoked, super hyped for future playthroughs. Multiple playthrough viability is also a great feature the game offers. There are many companions to choose for your team. My first playthrough, I was playing as if I was in a fantasy world, that type of character. And for the companions I choose Astarion, Shadowhead and Karlach. And yeah, I was also a rogue, but I didn't care about making a balanced team. It was just based on first impressions of these characters. And again, I suffered for it. My team definitely needed a wizard, but Gale's first impression was not that great, so I ended up picking the Chaos for the team Astarion. I think I've seen Astarion disapproves like I saw I Am Melania Blade of Mikela. So next playthrough I plan to play with a different team. The rest of the companions too, I did complete their personal quest. All of them were really good. And I will say you do miss some dialogue interactions when they are not in your team when you're doing their quest. I think I only skipped like LaSalle and Gale's quest, which I don't regret because that's more for me to see on my second playthrough. The evil choices also in this game can also be really evil. I'm planning to do an evil playthrough, but even then I don't think I'm strong enough to choose some of these options. So the freedom and the difference in choice are really vibrant. You choose and deal with the consequences, that's all. You can do anything you want. The romance options and the variety in each companion story and scenes is also good. There are also some one-time things also, like you can go for some wild ride.
I will sate your most forbidden lusts.
I don't care, Will. I will choose that option again. So now when it comes to choosing your main character, you can either play as an origin character or a custom character. I recommend playing a custom character. I think the origin characters are better as companions. Seeing their character and interaction through our character is better than knowing them first person. You can also play as them in a second playthrough. Now for playing a custom character, we got a really good character creator. The appearance features has many good options. We also have classes you can choose from which all feel different in playstyle. There's also multi-classing options in the game, and each class have subclass features. And with that, you can also choose from a good amount of race, with all of them having difference in appearance and having unique skills. You can also choose a background with that, like what type of person you are. So with all of these, the combinations are vast for a custom character. The music is also great. I just remembered about it while talking about character creation. Oh, I remember enjoying listening for hours to the character creation menu music. And after all this, the story, if you're wondering, it's also a W. Started off slow, but I liked that. It gave us time to get used to everything. Then picked the pace really fast, went hard. Oh, the final battle, the story, all of it was so epic. All of the companion quests and side character quests also had memorable moments. Now let's also talk about a negative or an understandable negative, because the game is so big. Act 3 of the game has some performance and bug issues. Personally, I didn't have that much problems, but I heard people saying they were forced to reload their save to prevent some quests from bugging. So hopefully that gets fixed. They did release a patch with many fixes recently, so that seems promising. In my case, the biggest problems I had was some companions having their sign on their head like they have some new dialogues. And also, all of my team exploded on our camp after a long rest. I think it was after an Act 3 fight involving some explosives. I ended up finishing the fight before the bombs went off. And when I took a long rest, all of my teammates just exploded and my character was even downed after that. It ended up being not that big of a problem because I just rested again and it was gone. But it was understandable because Act 3 is really big. Act 1 and 2 was already big. That I think took me like 70 hours. Act 3 was as big as Act 1 and Act 2 combined. There was lots of stuff to do, lots of characters. The map I think was the biggest. So I kinda understand how, these performance and bugs can occur, but I hope they fix all of that. So aside from that, I think they delivered a generation defining game that will be remembered for a long time. I'm going to give Baldur's Gate 3 a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, a new standard defining game for the future games to inspire and improve on it. Get inspired to push limits from this, not get salty and jealous. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, now I'm just wondering when to have a second playthrough. I don't think I can now with Starfield coming out. That's also going to be a long game. Anyway, that's all. I definitely recommend, even if you don't like turn-based games or have zero knowledge of D&D, to at least give a try. You may be missing out on one of the best gaming experience of all time. That's all. If you like this video, give a like and subscribe.